What's going on? Craig Klotter here. Welcome to another relaxing oil painting. Today we're going to do the mountain of Kilimanjaro. We're going to have titanium white, cad yellow, yellow ochre, sap green, Lazarian crimson, Prussian blue, Van Dyke brown. Let's start this painting with a very subtle background here. We're going to go yellow. We're going to really want that to be bright yellow. So not too much paint on the brush. Bring that yellow all the way out to the ends here. Scooch it all the way out. I want to get these corners down. Grab a little bit more yellow. I'm going to start from the outside here. I'm just going to make little circular patterns. Little nice, beautiful circular patterns. Beautiful. And what I have on the canvas today is I have liquid white, very thin coat. And at the bottom, I have some liquid gel. So there you go. Now you got what I got. Okay, so we got this yellow in here. I'm going to go into just a tad of yellow ochre, smallest amount of yellow ochre I can possibly get. I'm just going to start by doing using the corner of the brush. And I really want to get that, work that yellow ochre in there. Get a nice yellow ochre feel here. I don't really want that yellow ochre to get towards the center of my composition here. I just want to make it real nice and cloudy. Real nice and cloudy with that yellow ochre. Try to draw more of that light into the center here. The light color to be in the center. Just like that there. All right. Now I'm going to go with that Lazarian crimson here, that same dirty brush. And I just want just a touch of that crimson. Just a touch of that crimson. And I'm just going to start by just going right over the top of that yellow. Just like that. Just like that. I'm going to use a corner of the brush. And I really want to get in between that. Yeah, and I really, really, really want to get in between that. And then maybe over in this area, we got us a little cloud coming down here. Just a little cloud hanging out here. Let's get him a little more accented in through here. Yeah, I like that. I would say that works. Now I'm going to go into my blue. And I'm going to go into my brown. Which I don't have on my palette. We're going to need that. So forgive me a second while I scoot some brown on there quick. So we have black ivory. That's what is on there. And I said that that was brown. I'm just going to go with some blue and brown. Maybe a touch of black. That's too much black. All right, and just a tiny bit on the brush. Let's see what we got here. That'll work. I just want to make little swirls with this. Little tiny swirls. I don't want to go into my yellow at all or I'm in trouble. Yep, and I'm just going to get that in there. Just a nice shade of blue. I'm going to go back into this, all these colors here, blue, black, and brown. And right at the end here, I'm going to make I'm just going to give us a little, this is Mount Kilimanjaro, so this is super high up. This is, we're talking very, very high up. Just want to blend this all out. You know, there's going to be clouds underneath this mountain. Not a lot of white in this picture. Just want to make it look, you know, this is really going to be a little, this should be darker down here. Get a little darker color in there. And that's why I went with liquid clear on the bottom here. And that's going to be just fine for the bottom area. Just like that. I'm going to blend this in a little bit better up here, still with this dirty blue on here. Just blend that in there. All right. I'm going to clean that brush off real quick. Blend the sky out. All right. I'm just going to keep going back and forth on the sky. Just like that there, we got us a little horizon. Get a little bit of white here on the brush. I want to accent this cloud a little bit here. Let's give it a little bit of white color underneath them. Make it pop out a bit. Get a little bit more white in here just to separate this, diffuse this up a little tiny bit. Just put a little bit of white in there. All right. Make sure you got a clean brush. I'm just going to get rid of any of these streaks I see in here that I don't like. Get a little bit more. We got a little green going on here. I'm trying to flood that out. I had to re-white it. This happens sometimes. Re-yellow ochre that. Okay, I'm going to quit messing with that now. All right. All right, so there we have that. Now I'm going to go into my dark colors. I'm going to go blue, crimson, black, brown. A real dark color. All right. Then I'm just going to start this guy right up through here, Mount Kilimanjaro. Don't forget. Don't forget, that's what we're going for today here. It always reminds me of that one song. I can't remember the name of the song. Hurry, boys, it's waiting here for you. Gonna take me a lot to drag me away from you. Anyways. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus. Okay, enough of that. But anyways, I'm just trying to make my outline of my mountain, and it's got to be on spot, you know, otherwise it's not Kilimanjaro. And, you know, there's a lot of different views of this mountain. A lot of different views. So it was fun trying to pick out what I was going to use for this, what compositions I was liking, and had a good time. I would like to keep painting landmarks, so it's not just random, put this here and put that there. I want it to be something of the world. Why not? Why not? And then this is going to go something, I'll just keep it simple here. I'm just going to go all the way across. Get that definitive line on the top. And I mixed up quite a bit of color, but I'm sure I'm going to use it all. I just want to create a little bit of a dome effect here. Just a little bit of a dome effect. Keep cranking in these mountains. And I am just using the very edge of this knife just to cut in the edge of these mountains. Seems simple, right? Seems simple. I'm just going to start by beginning my little drop down here. Kilimanjaro. Let's get this in here. Get another one in the books. Yeah, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself because then it ain't going to look like Kilimanjaro. Beautiful mountain it is. Very high altitude mountain. All right, there's something like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm just going to try to fill this in with that color as much as I can at the very top here. I want that color definitely to go all the way through this yellow. So I don't want to spread that yellow into that blue because we know what'll happen if we do that. We will get green. We will get green. But it might be a dark enough color so you won't get green, huh? Why risk it? So yeah, I mean, I look online, there's not many paintings of Kilimanjaro. And I'd like to do a series of paintings where it's real stuff, you know? We're painting real life things here. Just gonna grab that 2-inch brush. Just wanna blend out. I'm gonna blend it all the way through into that. All the way through here. Try to get rid of all that liquid white in there, if there is any anyways left. I'm just trying to match these two. Trying to match these up here. Now I'm gonna really go for it, because I know there's no yellow. All right, so now we just got rid of all that yellow that we had in there. And I'm just gonna clean my brush off here. All right. I'm going to grab my fan brush. I'm going to go into my white. We have some high, low altitude clouds in this high altitude mountain here. It's a nice sunset. I was going to fidgel in some of these guys here. Fidgel, that's a new word. Maybe. I'm sure it's been said, right? Let's just get some more whiskers in there. Nothing makes a better composition than some nice clouds. Top and bottom, you gotta love that. I did not have my liquid white open. I'm gonna have to open that up quick. Well, thank goodness I'm wearing gloves. So I'm gonna go into that white. I'm just gonna pull that out. I don't want it too liquid whitey. I just kind of want to get the tops of these. Just the tops of them. I want to get rid of some of that blue. Just dance some of that white right on top of there. Keep it as simple as I possibly can. Grab my 2-inch brush. Just very lightly go over these clouds. Try to make them, look like clouds. If they're not looking like clouds, try to blend them out so they look like clouds. All right, so we have us a nice little up and down here area here. First thing I want to do is I'm going to make some dark color. Black, brown, blue. Just a touch of white. All right. I'm just going to start, where do I see these colors at? I'm just putting these colors in. Start with my darks. Definitely over here we have quite a lot of dark. First thing I'm going to do is get this all dark. Yeah. Going down through here. Maybe there's some hills going in through here. Not sure how this is showing up at home, but I can sure see it where I'm at. And I just want to make this all dark. It's just a form of control. Had to mix some of that same paint up. Let's keep that rocking and rolling. Just really fill this guy in. So you have one heck of a dark mountain. You got to remember that it is a sunset or a sunrise, I think, or whatever we want to call it. Sorry about that. My camera died there. I thought the battery was full, but apparently it wasn't. Just gonna keep adding this dark color in there. Yeah, you can just go ahead and just make this all like this to begin with, I guess. I mean, all right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab crimson, just straight crimson. Pull that out. I'm going to come over here, and this side of the mountain isn't seeing sun. But I want to give it some effects. Got some crimson coming in through here. Nice, beautiful crimson's just popping right out. I'm going to keep coating this in crimson here. Just give this mountain some color. You know, and you might, I don't know if you're able to see this on the camera. I have no idea. I just want to make sure that we have color in this mountain. All right. I'm just going to grab the very edge of this mountain. I'm just going to blend that into the bottom. Blend the edge of that right into the bottom here. Yeah. Let's get some of them dark spots in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my white. I'm going to go into that black color. And I want that to pop with the brownish marble. A little bit more white. A little bit more brown, a little bit more white. I'm going to grab some of that color. I'm just going to pull back in some of these mountains. It isn't white enough. All right, let's get some of that on there. And that may be a little too dark. Right. We're just going in the other direction with this. Going in the other direction with that. And this color here, we definitely want to get some of this down through here. But a little brighter. Little brighter. And then here I'm going to start making little tiny looking jagged spots down here. Making little tiny little jagged spots down here. Maybe up at the top there we got some peaks and points. Just trying to really dance that shadow color in there. And usually I don't start a mountain with shadows. No, it makes it hard to see for you folks at home, I'm sure, too. So now I'm going to go into some red or crimson. And I'm going to go into some little bit of white. So just crimson and white. And a little bit of brown to dull that down. Let's come up here and see how that looks. I'm just going to, there's some points that are definitely getting this nice color in here from that beautiful sky. Don't want to overdo this, of course. And this guy here, it's just going to kind of fizzle off. Maybe just a touch right here. Maybe just a touch right there. Then I'm going to get a little bit more white. And with that, I just want to barely touch. Right where that light's really hitting. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. I want to make a... Draw that all back a little bit. It's a little too dark back in that area. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's get these guys all... Because, yeah, it's, you know, it's... you can't really see this area. It's definitely in the shadows. Just trying to diffuse some of this. Maybe right on the very top of that guy. All right. Now, what we want to do, we're going to grab a whole bunch more white. Go back into that dark color. We're going to make it a marble. I want to start thinking of where where the ends of these peaks are going to be. I think there's going to be snow all in here. Snow right in through here. But for right now, this is still the underlayer. And up here we have a little bit of stuff going on. Let's go back in through here. All the way back in through here, we might have some more. Just maybe there's some white up in this guy as well. All the way up in through here, there's some. I'm just trying to make it really peaky. I just want to dance some nice peaks in through here. Really, really, really want to dance them in there. All right. Now, I'm going to go into some real white. Just real, nothing but white. And I really want to get these highlights in. Ran out of white, going to get a little bit more white. I really want to get this down up here. Maybe in some of these peaks, there's a little bit of white up here. Maybe right up in there, right, not maybe, but I mean, that's where I'm thinking. And I just want to make it look like a little jagged. Little mountain areas in here, little mountainy areas. Maybe that's a little bit too much white. I'm just going to get rid of some of that white. Because I think the snow is falling more in this general area right here. Yeah, I like that move. I like that move. I do. This is a little bright. This is a little bright. Let's dull that down a little bit. Let's grab some of that crimson. Let's try to go over the top of that. Now I'm going to grab black, brown, and blue. I'm going to go in here with that black, brown, and blue. And I just want to touch some areas in here to really give it some definition. I think there's going to be some black stuff in there. Right at the bottoms here. Making sure my camera's still on. Maybe up in here we got a little bit of black as well. Yeah, I've been through here. Just make some real nice, jagged looking mountains. I really want to lift some of them out of there. At this point, there is quite a bit of paint on here. Dance a little bit more white into some of these areas, like the shadow area. And really bring that out. All the way in through here, we have some jaggedy spots. And as you see, I'm just kind of dancing back and forth with these colors, trying to put mountains in here. All right. Put these nice mountain tops in there. There, I like all of it. I love it. All right, get a little bit more white in through here. I think we need something going on in here. We got something, right. We got a lot of that color in there already, man. We need help right here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So there's my Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm just going to go through here one more time. I just kind of want to blend the bottom of these in. Just like that. So there we have Mount Kilimanjaro. And I'm just going to end this with some real nice, subtle. So this is a high altitude look on Kilimanjaro. So I'm not sure where they were that took this. I just want to round this out a little bit more. Okay, we can sit here and do that all day. Now what I'm going to do, grab this 1-inch brush, and I want to mix some dark color. So we're going to do that first. We're going to grab this. I'm going to grab all my brown, all my black, all my blue, and a bunch of green. Mix that together. Mix that together. We're going to grab my 1-inch brush. And I got liquid clear down here. So it's going to really go a long way for me. And I want to just blot this in. Just blot that in. Probably should have used a 1-inch brush. So, you know, just hanging out. I really want to darken this up. Probably definitely should have used a 2-inch brush. But hey, man, you know, I'm just hanging out. I mean, it's not like I'm in a hurry. You at home might be in a hurry. I don't know. So here we have all that. That's now all blotted in. Let's make a nice little area here. That liquid clear really does work very well if you put it on there right. Because if this is, you know, the old Bob, the Bob Ross technique is to put liquid white on everything. I would not recommend that technique. I mean, I would recommend it, you know. Bob Ross, a great guy, great teacher. But that liquid white, man, it can cause you some grief. You put too much in there, the mountains don't come out right, nothing comes out right. You know, if you don't have enough on there, you're wondering why you can't blend your clouds. Well, guess what? Liquid white. And if you can see, I mean, I didn't have many paints on my palette here, or a lot of paint. Okay, I'm going to go into my liner brush, and I'm going to go into the clean paint thinner. Clean paint thinner is key. And liquid white also causes a huge mess for this as well. Because if you have white in there, you're going to be in trouble. And this is just a grassy point of the hill. Grassy point of the hill here. Not quite sure where the picture was taken. But I'm going to put some grass on this. Just some grassy areas backing through here. I'm sure wherever it's at, you know, it's hard to trim back in through here. Pretty sure it's not easy. And I'm just going to put some grass in there. And just keep whiskering it out. Nice whiskers going all over the place with it. Just loving life. Just loving it. I'm just covering up where them end, because sometimes you dip in them clouds with it's got liquid white on it, and it's not having a good time. All right. All right, now I do see one little spot that I don't like. This could get me in trouble. So I probably shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go into my yellow ochre. Right up in here, I'm seeing a tiny touch of green. And I'm just going to go in through here. And I'm going to straighten that right out. That's what I'm going to do. Just like that. Go below it a little bit. There we go. I don't want no green in my painting, man. Anyways, I'm going to pull some of this through. I have the same issue down here, yes. All right, so there you have it. Here's my Mount Kilimanjaro. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.